What's up, everybody? My name's Alex. You have been watching season 3, episode 6, and this has been a long season. And we are going through these episodes quick. And today I got a special guest, and this is a special guest that was on the show, but the crew messed it up.
It's okay though. It's okay. What's up? It's your boy.
The crew didn't mess it up. Hold on. Before I introduce him though, I just want to say, same intro as I had last time, but I'm gonna say something a little different. Based on the last time conversation we had, I got to know him a little bit better. Got more of like a personal relationship afterwards, especially because, you know, we're talking about things that, you know, none of our real close friends ever talk about, or, you know, something like that, right? So we had a connection after the show. I just want to say to everyone that's watching, you know, believe in yourself. Believe things can happen. Believe that with a good group of people around you, you'll do anything and everything in this world. Without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to Jay, my boy Jay.
Yo,
my boy
what's
Jay.
good? It's your boy, Jay, Starboyjay, Blue Jay Kid, Lil Noodle, whichever you prefer. Songwriter, musician, streamer, content creator. That is I.
Okay, where does this all come from, man? Where does Starboyjay come from?
Starboyjay, it is actually a new persona, new name that I am currently going under. Think of it as like an upgrade from my old name, which was Blue Jay Kid. Mm-hmm. Starboyjay is basically a play on two things that I like. For one, I like The Weeknd, and two, I like Gurren Lagann. It is my favorite anime, top tier. Mwah. And in that show, they have a saying called, that's like, your drill is a drill that'll pierce the heavens. And like they have everything to do with like galaxies and stars and shit like that. And I always thought that was so cool. So, you know, that's where it kind of came from. That like really that's what it's rooted in from that show. And Black Star from Soul Eater. Yeah.
Yeah. So for people not getting to know you now, what's something that people may not know about you? What's some misconceptions they may have about you? What's up? What's up with Jay? What's up with Jay?
Something that people don't know about me. See, that's kind of hard because I'm very open with a lot of my friends, family, and even random people that I would see on the street or at a convention. Being honest with you, for people who don't know me here, you probably got a little taste of it. I'm a nerd. I'm big on some nerd stuff, man. I'm in love with all of it. The only thing I really haven't touched is like Lord of the Rings and Star Trek. That's the only thing that people
never get into that.
Yeah, never. I will never touch that.
I think it's too old for me at this point.
And a common misconception about me is that I look or like when people would see me is that they think that I'm menacing because I'm tall as shit. You know, and I kind of have RBF sometimes. So like, you know, people will get scared, be like, black man. But you know, other than that, like I swear I'm nice for the most part.
Well, for the most part, you're really nice.
Yeah. But I ain't sweet.
Pause.
Don't play with me.
Pause.
Pause. That's what I'm saying. I ain't sweet. Like,
okay. Well, here's the thing I would like to ask you. Well, first of all, you know, from the last conversation we had to now this one, how do you feel, or what were some of the things you took from that last conversation you had?
I will say that from our last conversation, because a lot of that conversation was kind of centered around like personal emotions and kind of dealing with somewhat of isolation and parental kind of like deals and stuff like that. I want to say that like something that I've learned and improved on was definitely how to deal with that isolation a lot more. It definitely made me reflect a lot more on like how I go about my day, because for what the people don't know is I live alone. I've been living alone since 2022. Mm-hmm. So it's been an emotional roller coaster, and coming all the way up to this point and coming to school here, it's been weird, you know, whenever I'm alone. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it would get really bad. But now, after doing some more reflections and things like that, I've come to terms with it and kind of, you know, decided to take more initiative with myself. Because at the end of the day, You know, you're the only person that controls, you know, how your day goes
Okay.
for the most part. So, you know, if there's empty space and you feel like that's a bad thing, fill your empty space with something different. That's what I kind of took away from that. You know? And as I said last time, do not wait. Please don't wait.
Don't wait for anything.
Don't
Don't wait for
procrastinate
anything. Don't
at all.
procrastinate
And I'll
for
say that
nothing.
again. But yeah, I say that's how I kind of improved since our last conversation. It's kind of taking more initiative with my free time.
And you know, I wanted to ask you this last time. What was it harder, being alone or just like the fact that like people aren't in the house? You know what I mean? Because like for me, it was always like I hated being alone for one reason, that because there wasn't a lot of people around the house. Because I could be alone anytime if I wanted to, right? But like having no one around the house, having no type of like social conversation really dragged me out of that.
I say being straight up alone was how it was like worse because of the fact that like when I lived with my grandparents, you know, obviously they couldn't connect with me on a lot of things, you know, due to like the giant age gap and they were very old fashioned. So it was, you know, like they were in their corner of the house, I was in my corner of the house kind of deal. And you know, we would only come around for like dinner time or like if it's time to talk about grades or sports or whatever the case may be. So, you know, I always knew that, you know, I was kind of like by myself and I would have to, again, find ways to, you know, fill up that time, whether if it was doing homework or playing games. Now in this situation where I'm just straight up just by myself, I don't have that presence of people still being in the house. You know, I could be in the basement chilling, playing a game or something, but I know my grandparents upstairs. You know, I know they roaming around. I know they doing stuff or whatever. I know they finna come home at a certain time. I know they at least gonna say hi and, you know, talk to me or whatever. I don't get that no more because I'm by myself. And sometimes it's like, damn, you know, like I don't work on weekends sometimes. So like I'll wake up like mad late and I just be like, you know, I'll be in the bed like, I don't hear nobody walking, no none of that. Shit. I ain't got, what time is it? 1 o'clock? Damn, all right. I ain't got no school, no homework, shit.
That's what I feel like.
Damn. Like,
That's something I was gonna get to. Like, what are some like good habits you're developing now, like living alone?
again, like I've said before, taking initiative on things because I was a huge procrastinator. And still kind of am. I'm not gonna lie to you. Last week was hell in terms of getting that final in. But I want to say yeah, taking more initiative, and I guess another good habit, definitely keeping my house clean because that was another thing that was a problem when I first moved out because it's like nobody telling you what to do. Shit, like you know what I'm saying, like nobody was gonna tell me what to do. You know, I do whatever, have my clothes everywhere and shit, all like that. But then, you know, my pops came over one time just to, you know, like say hi. It was like, can I come in? And I looked behind me, looked at my clothes and shit on the floor. I'm like, nah. He was like, why not? And I'm like, my house is a mess. He was like, man, I seen your room been dirty before. Let me come in. Oh,
Damn.
I was like, yeah. The moment he said that, I'm like, yeah. Let me fix this up.
The maiden came back.
Let me fix this up, bro. Yeah, but like I want to definitely say, like that's another like good habit that I've been trying to keep on track task, cause you know nobody can tell me what to do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shit. It's all fun and games till something run around and I gotta like kill it now and be like, damn. I said too much.
I think you did. No, but you know what? Based on like what we said last time, I think, you know, I don't stress living alone as a bad thing. Like sometimes, I think it only becomes bad when I think you feel alone, right? Because I feel like living alone, like I feel like I can live alone here and there.
Have you ever lived alone before?
I lived alone for like a month.
That
and it wasn't enough.
But I don't think man.
But I don't think it, yeah, exactly. But I don't think. But you know what though? But like what I felt was like, just the urges to like not do nothing and just stay there. You know what I
That's
mean?
how it is at first.
That's how it is at
You
first.
know,
Just to stay there and don't do nothing. And I think
Yeah.
that's like the weird paradox where you're just like staring at things and you're just like, damn, my first thought was like, damn, like I got to this point now.
Yeah, 100%. I
Right.
feel you on that. 'Cause that's how it was for my first, I want to say like my first year and a half. Like, again, like I was working and stuff, but like at the same time, I was just like, you know, whenever I had free time or I woke up on a weekend or something like that, it would just be that silence in the morning that'll get you. And it's like, I'm like, you know, at first I'm like, yeah, let's see, no work today, cool, you know. But now it's just like I'll wake up and be like, damn,
No work today.
no work today. All right, what am I doing with myself today? Am I being productive?
Nah.
It was a long week. I'm taking the rest this week. You know what I'm saying? Like now I gotta start planning shit out and all that. You know, it's like at first it felt like a summer vacation. That's the best way I can describe it. It felt like a summer vacation at first, but then reality kicked in and responsibilities kicked in, and then it's like, oh, no, this is adulthood.
This is
Fuck.
life.
Like, ooh.
So for the people that like are watching you right now, and we talked about this with people before. What was your relationship with your family? What was your relationship with your parents? Did you have parents? What was it like?
All right, so since I already explained this before, we're gonna give it like a speed run. So everybody can know the up-to-date lore of Starboyjay or Jalen, whatever
lore.
you want to do, bro.
It's gonna be a book on this.
All right. So at a very young age, 8 months old, I was adopted by my grandparents because of the fact that my biological parents made the decision to take hardcore drugs before and after they had me. I don't know if during, probably I got a couple of screws loose. I've lived with my grandparents for 90% of my life. And during that time, I would see my other 5 siblings every now and then throughout life. But they mostly lived with, you know, at first it was my mom. And then she went through some shit. And then it was just my dad. So don't know where my mom is. I know where my dad is now, but like all my life, I've only been seeing my siblings every now and then my dad, I haven't seen at all.
Yeah.
So not until recently, of course. My grandparents, they're great, but like, you know, since they're older, I can't really connect with them on a lot of things other than like the basic bare minimum stuff. So like school, homework, you know, do I like girls, you know, the talk, all kinds of shit like that. And that's as basic as it gets. And of course, I love my siblings to death. There is one I shall not name who is batshit insane, but like, you know,
We all got one member in the family.
No, I'm fucking with you. I love all of my siblings, but yeah. But yeah, that's how my family is.
And I was gonna ask you. So one question I was gonna ask was that, and I don't know if I asked this, but what age it took you to realize, or did someone tell you at a young age, and then how did you feel about that?
About like how my situation was?
How your parents were. Was it told to you? Was it like a sit down conversation? What was the moment you knew about all this, and then how did you feel about it?
Well, be honest with you, Alex, like I was told this whole story my entire life, but like it was told in like bits and pieces for what I could understand at that age. So like I was told, like when I was first, like obviously like when I'm a kid, I'm like, why are my brothers and sisters over there and I'm over here, you know, or you know, kids don't know better.
Yeah.
But I want to say around like once I hit like 13, then that's when like they started sitting me down and actually like talking to me about like what was happening and stuff like that. And then obviously I still didn't understand like the full story because it's like I'm still naive. But like once I hit like 15, 16, 17, you know, that range, like that's when like, all right, I know what's going on. Because, you know, a bunch of character development, you know, emotionally maturing and realizing like what happened isn't that, like I don't want to say necessarily isn't my fault, you know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. It was a weird feeling. But like I realized that stuff was out of my control.
Yeah.
And you know, the stuff that was in control was up to my parents and they made a mistake. you know. So with that, so you just gonna come in here
You're gonna
now?
come in and watch our show
Yeah,
and
like
just
you missed like the whole intro, man.
You missed the whole lore. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
You
That's
missed
Adam, by the way,
You missed
guys.
my lore again, bro. Dang.
And Antonio.
Antonio's here the whole time. He can go back. He cool. You out. Nah, I'm playing. You can stay. Calm down.
Go ahead.
Nah, but damn.
But you know, and that's the thing too. 15, 16, 17, right? You're already.
You know I was gonna do it, bro. I'm sorry. Yep.
All right, but you already know from that age, there's certain things that are right, and there's certain things that are wrong, right? Even then, before that, you already know what's right and what's wrong. What? I guess my other question would be like, what did you see in yourself when you heard that?
When I was around that age and like I got the full story. Like I want to say like 16 is when I got the full like deal.
And
like,
who brought it to you?
My granddad. My granddad told me what happened. You know, I call him Pops, or Pawpaw. Like he's very logical, very sensing, like logic, like facts are facts, and that's what it is. Mm-hmm. You know, and sometimes he could come off as cold, but he's a very caring guy. But like he had to sit me down and explain the entirety of what happened. And honestly, it hurt. It hurt a lot because of the fact that, like, for one, I never knew how strong addiction could affect people's lives. And for two, I felt abandoned because of the fact that, like, not only did this happen to me, and then, you know, it got so bad to the point where my grandparents had to take care of me, but like they had more kids and kept that same problem going until like later years in life. And my siblings are fine. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, why me? Mm-hmm. Like, why couldn't I be with y'all too, you know? Exactly. But I found out that I was also kind of like dying at the same time. So like, I was like, oh, so that's why y'all took me in. I had like, it was bad. Like, it was like Section 8, like, you know, crack baby bad. Like, I had like a bunch of lead poisoning when I was like, you know, 8 months old when they took me in, and my grandmother said that like I should have been dead. Like it was that bad. Yeah. And I was like, damn, like what was I doing? And she was like, I don't fucking know. But when we got you, you was eating off the floor. You had a full ass diaper. I'm like, all right. I don't want to know all that part. I don't want to know all that. All right. Were the fruit snacks good? Anyway, but yeah, like I didn't realize how bad that could like change people's lives until until my like grandparents started to fully explain everything. Mm-hmm. But like, you know, I have younger siblings and they're fine, you know, so it made me feel like, damn, like was there something wrong with me? Like y'all just gave me up like that, you know?
And knowing that, right? Was it because you eventually did talk to your father, right?
Yes, I did.
How did you bring it up to him that you felt like that?
To be real with you, I'm straightforward, especially when I'm very upset, because I don't like to beat around the bush. I was never that kind of person, and I never will be. You know, I feel like actually that's just how I am. Like,
I've seen it.
Yeah, like if like for example, if I have a crush on a girl, this is terrible, Riz. Do not take any advice from this. But like if I have a crush on a girl, right, I'll just tell her. And it worked. It's worked before. But like, you know, like most of the time it don't work. And that's okay. At least I did it rather than not doing it at all. Same thing with my dad. Cause I remember when first time I seen him after a long ass time, I was playing D&D with a bunch of my homies in my grandparents' basement. And, you know, we making our character sheets and shit, rolling dice and shit. Not that kind of dice, but like, you know, we rolling dice to check our character stats and all that, you know. Right? And then like, all we hear, all we hear is like these, like I'll say like, I could, in my grandparents' house, I could recognize anybody's footsteps because, you know, I've lived in that basement for a minute. You know, I've been there for a while. So if my granddad walking upstairs, I know that's my granddad. My grandma walking upstairs, I know that's my grandma. Shit, I even know my auntie when she walking around. Cause she, you know, she take like tiny little anteater steps. She fast. But like, I heard these heavy ass footsteps come down the stairs. Do 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 do. I'm like, who the fuck is that? I turn around, this motherfucker bursts through the door like it's a Family Guy skit, and he's holding his arms out like. And keep in mind, all of my friends think that like, you know, or know that like my dad has not been in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when they seen this guy burst through the door, it's like, hello. They're like, who is that? And I'm like, that's my dad. And they were like, who? Oh, yo dad, go talk to him, bro. And you know, like honestly, I postponed our session for like delayed it by like a whole hour and a half because I had questions. I had to talk to him. Like this was like it felt like my only shot. So like,
what was the first question you asked?
First question was, not gonna lie to you, where was Halo 3? Because that motherfucker promised me Halo 3 when it first came out on my birthday.
So your dad isn't showing up.
No, so here's the thing. He would call me.
Your dad show, you're like, where's my Halo 3?
So he would call, the thing is he would call me and, you know, say like, oh, I'm going to be in town, you know, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to stop for your birthday or whatever the case or a special event may be, right? And then like, he would never show up.
Right.
So, you know, over the years, that kind of like, you know, it would be like, all right, bro. And then, but anyway, back to where it was. Like, first real question I asked him though was, how are you? What are you doing in life? Like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I don't really know you too well.
Right. Did you feel like you were gonna deck him?
Oh yeah. 100%.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, how did it? What did it? Did you remind yourself of something? Did someone tell you like, yo, when you see your father, like try not to what?
No, it was
maturity
just, it was just straight up. It was just straight up. I'm telling you, like there was no build up, none of that. Like I was upset. Like he saw that I was upset, and you know, asking him these normal ass questions definitely confused him at first. But like, I had to know, bro. Damn. But like, after talking with him for a minute and I wanted to hear the story from his point of view.
Yeah.
And it was practically the same, you know. But like I saw like from his explanation, like he didn't even realize what he was doing until it was already like happening, you know. And that's just how that's just how it is for like people that are addicted. I don't know. I don't do that hardcore stuff. Do not do the hardcore stuff. Don't do no coke, no DMT. I do a little weed. That's on you. But the line is right there. It's like right. But anyway, don't do that crazy shit. But like I will say,
did you get to? My thing was, did you get to hug him? Was there any feel to the conversation?
There was a hug at the end. Okay. At the end of it, there was a hug because as I talked to him more and more, I realized that this motherfucker just like me. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like he was goofy as hell and like he was a big nerd too. So like, you know, he liked all the Marvel stuff and he liked anime too and Dragon Ball and all that. And, you know, we connected a little bit more and more. And, you know, I realized that like, okay, like part of me kind of like forgave him a little bit because of the fact that like, okay, like people make mistakes, shit happens. And, you know, I could understand that like, all right, this may have fucked up your life, but you're back now. You know what I'm saying? And so far, I mean, he's been doing all right. You know, he's been showing up. And another good question was, why now? That was another one that I asked him, like, why now?
And what did he say?
He felt bad. he he was tired. Being real with you, he was tired because like you can only hold the truth, or I don't even want to call it hold the truth.
You can only hold so much.
You can only do that for so long. Like, hey, I'm gonna be here, and then not show up. That should piss me off. That would piss anybody off. Shoot, I got some friends that don't text back. That pisses me off.
Damn.
How you gonna say you want to hang out with me and then anyway? No, I'm playing.
You just caressing
Sorry,
my camera, man.
Nah. If they watch this shit, you know who I'm talking about. Like, you know who you are.
Now, favorite. I'm asking this because we're gonna switch it up a little quick.
Switching it up.
Favorite.
Hold on. I gotta use these for
but
for the clip.
Well, that's like a whole switch up. But like, what were y'all favorite Marvel characters? Did y'all get to know that about each other?
Oh yeah. So for me, you probably know because you've seen it, but I love Spider-Man, and Spider-Man will forever be number one in my book, like top tier. You can't tell me nothing. I love it. That's number one. And for him, it was Wolverine. He a little bit of backstory on my biological father. He was in the Air Force. So he did like some military before he met my mom. And I guess that's what he could relate with Wolverine on because he was also in the military as well. Mm-hmm. But like he thought that like he was so badass and like the X-Men and all that, he loved the X-Men. He's an X-Men nerd. Like I found out he has like a whole collection of like different Wolverine comics and X-Men and shit like that. Like I found out through like him giving me a comic, like Wolverine had like this whole bone claw phase after like Magneto took the metal out of his claws and shit like that, and he turned into like this feral beast, like a literal like little person with like bone claws, and he's like got this like snout. Like I was like, ooh. So you got more of these, or anyway? All right. But like, yeah. Spider-Man's still on top though. You can't tell me nothing else.
But and you know, I could tell like talking about with your father, I could tell it weighs a little bit on you, right?
It does
because it's like it's my dad, but it's also like I'm trying to just have a fair relationship with him. Do you think that relationship is gonna build to what you expected when you were a kid, where it's like, all right, this is someone I could comfortably say, this is my dad. I'm gonna introduce my wife. Like this is that relationship going that direction?
It will be in a like I know what you're talking about, but I'll say that it'll be in a different direction. Like it'll be something similar, but a little bit different because he was gone for most of my childhood. I never had him give me no like real advice. All of that like fatherly parenting came from my granddad. Mm-hmm. And you know like that, like when I think of a father figure in my head, it's going to be my granddad, not my dad. You know what I'm saying? And if he ever sees this, I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. You wasn't there, man. Like snooze, you lose. But it's like I'm pretty sure he knows that, and I'm pretty sure he's very aware of that. Mm-hmm. But it's just that like as I grow up, we both know that time is gone.
Yeah.
Can't get it back. What we can do is improve on what we got now. And from what his actions are showing, that's all he cares about is what we got now. Mm-hmm. And that's why, you know, part of me is like, okay, I'm cool with that, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I may not have grown up, you know, with his teachings or whatever he could have given me in the past. But like, I can confidently say that like, you know, I know that he's a good person. And like, you know, if I grow up and have a bad bitty by my side, I'll definitely oh God. I would definitely introduce him to her or something like that. Yeah, please do.
Here's another great question. I think now that not even a question, I think it's more like a statement. I think I can probably say that I'm very proud of you for dealing with that situation the way you dealt it. I think as a, teenager, it's hard to deal with. Like,
It's weird.
it's weird, dude, because it's like you're at that point where you're learning about life, and then because here's the thing, you got stripped away your childhood in a certain sense where it's like
Say that one more time.
you got stripped away from the childhood as much as like the parentinghood wise, right? Where like your father and mother, right? Which was
alienated.
Exactly, which felt you got back with your grandparents, and you got like that, right? But then again, exactly.
Yeah,
then again, it's weird because then it's like, oh, okay, I got my childhood somewhat, and I got my teenager somewhat, and I got my adult life for sure because I'm on my own.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I feel like I'm very proud of you for handling that situation the way you did, because I think as a teenager, and especially in that sense,
I should have crashed out.
Yeah.
Oh God. I feel like I don't regret it, but like I should have. You know what I mean?
And you know what? But that tells how much you've grown as a person, how much you're gonna be as a person, how when your child are dealing with certain situations, how you can handle that, right? I think when a person deals with a heavy situation like that, it's just telling them like God gave you a strong challenge that He knew you can handle.
I don't know about that part, but
no, for
I guess I'm strong enough.
You know what? You know what? But you know what? It's something that we had to all believe in ourselves, is that we're strong enough to deal with a situation, even though we don't know for sure what's going to go on. I always tell people that I walk around with a blindfold on, but my fists are always up.
On some Daredevil shit?
My fists are always up. The reason why is because I'm not expecting every day to be flawless. I'm not expecting
It's not going to be a cakewalk every day.
You know what I mean? But I'm prepared to fight. I'm prepared to back up on things. I'm prepared to
You sure you prepared? Oh no. Like,
I'm always.
You ready?
I'm always prepared. Give me my trench coat.
All right. He not gonna handle these 360 pounds of pure meat.
Damn.
Hey, I'm working on it, okay? I had two.
Damn, you okay? Damn.
Look.
Yo, someone grab another camera. Pan it on him.
Look. Listen, I'm working on it. I had 2 pieces of chicken when I came in. Usually I have 5.
That's protein.
I have 5 usually.
And that's protein. Great on you, Jay.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
And after that, I downed like 3 of those puff pastries that Andrew brought in. And the cookies.
See, Andrew, hey, real quick, off topic. Andrew saved y'all them bitches. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
You said what?
Andrew saved y'all those bitches because we were about to eat them all. He's like, nah, this is for nighttime.
That's crazy, right? Shout out to Andrew, bro.
Shout out to Andrew real quick.
Those cream puffs are low-key delicious. I love those.
But back to the thing. And moving on from your father, I think what I want to talk about more is you. I think you being alone, you dealing with your own stuff. What are the fun things about Jay that people may not know about? What do you do?
The fun things, what do I do? Finally, we get to the real questions. No, I'm playing.
I'm tired about talking about my dad.
Thank you, bro, if I wanted to talk about my daddy issues, I go listen to Chromacopia. But look, long story short.
Like you.
No, but what do I do? So before coming here and even still working on it now, I make music. That's how it started off. Getting into this whole media thing. Mm-hmm. I started making music in 2019, the summer of 2019, and I started dropping music pretty much every summer. Mm-hmm. And it was, it started off as like a hobby, and then I networked with some people, just randomly hitting up random producers on the internet, and I saw what stuck in it. Surprisingly, first try, it went well. And then ever since then, I've been just like making tunes more consistently. Fast forward to like 2021, 2022, I had a temporary hiatus, which is all the way up till now, with the exceptions of features, of course. But like actual projects I haven't dropped since 2021, 2022. I've just been on features and stuff like that. But like, yeah, I make music and I stream video games and I edit videos for my friends or mainly just like in general. And of course, I just make funny skits. You can catch me on my gram, you know what I'm saying? Shameless plug. And that's all I do.
It would not be in the edit.
come on, man.
When did that passion for like all that things happen? Was it because you were a nerd? Because you were geeking out? Was it?
It was.
You know what I mean? Because like me, when I started Dragon Ball Z, I ain't gonna lie to you, that kind of directed my way into media because I started drawing from there. Then I started drawing. I started doing graphics. I started doing graphics. Then I started doing video. Then from video, I started doing whatever I do now.
Yeah. So that's how it kind of started off for me too. Like I've always been doing art. I've always been drawing and things of that nature, and it kind of evolved eventually into music. Again, I still draw. You know. Pencil and paper, W. I don't know how to do digital art. Most of my friends do digital art. They're amazing. But like holding that tablet and looking at the computer is so wacky. Anyway, but like it came from straight up boredom. Mm-hmm. I got bored. I saw other people drawing in my family. I thought it was cool. I tried it and I liked it. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, eventually in time, I realized that music was awesome as fuck. I tried it and I liked it. And that's honestly the one that stuck more than the drawing. A lot of my family members and like old friends know me as that guy that used to draw at the lunch table and look at people weird if they try and like look at my sketchbook. Oh, yo, what are you drawing? I'd be like, stop. You know what I'm saying?
You draw this flower.
Nah, fuck drawing flowers. I always did character designs because I thought that was cool.
I used to Dragon Ball Z designs.
Yeah, I would make my own comic books and things like that.
Nice.
And like, you know, design like clothes and things of that nature.
Did you ever get in trouble for drawing like I did?
Hell yeah, all the time. Like it got to the point where like even all the way up until high school, I would even like draw on like tables and shit like that, and people would know it would be me. I remember like in my study hall, or I think it was detention, like I finished all my homework surprisingly, and like I was stuck in the detention room for like one more hour. So I was just like, shit, what am I gonna do, bro? Like all this for being late for 5 minutes, bro. All right, bro, fuck it. I ain't got no pencil, no paper. I drew this like big ass, like cool, like Ghost Rider looking ass skeleton on the desk. And then, you know, the bell finally rung when I was done. And then I just dipped immediately.
You didn't erase it?
Nope. Cause I was ready to go.
I'll draw on the table, but I'll be like,
and then nah, bro, I dipped. That's a masterpiece. It should have stayed there, bro. Tell me why the next morning, bro, I come back into school. Can Jalen Bourne please come to the office? I'm like, bitch, I got here on time. Like what happened? Whole time, you know, shout out Dr. Kelly. He hands me that pink slip, like I got detention again. I'm like, what did I do, bro? He was like, so yeah, you left a very, how can I put this, scary drawing on the table? I'm like, it's not even scary, it's a skeleton with flames. Like, it's not even that bad. And he was like, yeah, but you can't be just drawing on stuff like that. That's, you know, you can't do that. And I'm like, all right, bro. Like, how long is the prison sentence this time? hour this time? All right, cool. I've done longer sentences. Fuck it. But yeah.
One of the last questions I wanted to ask you before we get to like the last question. This is the last question for you. What do you see yourself, because you're a star, man, but what do you see yourself doing after you perfected the music, after you perfect the media, after you graduate, obviously? What do you aim for? What is your biggest goal in life?
My biggest goal in life is to sit on a pile of money with coke and hookers.
And on that note, the ZX show is proudly to sell you that we do not promote drugs use, sex, or intercourses with random women.
Hell yeah, speak your truth, brother. No, but sorry. Hold on, cut it. Redo that.
We're gonna re-edit. So anyways, hey Jay. Jay, okay. For real, what is your biggest dream goal? And not even that. What is something when you pass away you want to leave on this earth for?
Wow. Okay. Now it got serious. Oh shit. I say this. Even before I die, my main goal on this planet is to completely shift the planet itself. That is genuinely my goal. Like Mike Jack times 10. That's what I want to do. That has always been a goal I've been gearing towards ever since basically a child. Like first I thought I was gonna do it with art. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna make comics that like change people's lives. Like people are gonna analyze this shit and be like, I wanna be like that. And then when I got into the music, I feel the same way. Like I want to leave this earth with something that like the moment someone either hears it or see it, whatever form of art it may be, that it can change their lives for the better or give them some kind of hope or some kind of peace. Because at the end of the day, that's all people want.
Yeah.
You know, there's a bunch of crazy shit going on in the world, and you know, what do people do in order to get away from that stuff? They find some type of media, or they find some type of art, or they find something that they like. I want to be that guy that has an avenue in every form of art that I can get my hands on and make something that'll change their life in some shape or fashion. You know, whether if it was me as Blue Jay Kid, Lil Noodle, Jalen Brown, or Starboyjay, doesn't matter. There's going to be something there that someone was like, yeah, I remember when Jalen did that, or Jalen had this. This was so cool. Like this changed my life. Or oh, this song was so fire. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes people in a good mood.
Right.
And you know, in time, people will forget. That's just how life goes. But like, I want that to be there for a minute, even after I'm gone. That's my goal. But while I'm alive, though, where the bread at?
All right, and then my last question is, what's your advice on mental health and people that are struggling with mental health, and a little message to your family, maybe?
All right, so advice for mental health, I will say that there are some things that are outside of your control. That's just how it is. You can't control those things, but figure out the things that you can control, and in time learn how to harness those things. Because at the end of the day, when you have those moments of silence, or where it gets dark outside, or if there's a storm, it's up to you on how you can handle those things. See what I'm saying? Another thing is, I would say, is please do not wait. If you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have an idea, even if it's a tiny thought, like what if I did this for like 3 seconds? What if I went to the gym? You know, I want to lose weight or something. I'm thinking about it. But like, you know, shit like that. Or like, what if I made this comic idea? Or what if I made this song? What if I shot that shot with that girl? Do it. Do not wait.
Swish.
Oh God, swish. But like, in my opinion, I would rather live a life where I could do something and even if I fail at it, I'd rather have done it than to not have done it at all. So please don't wait. Shoot that shot. Now, a message to my family. Shout out to Kaisis, Josiah, Mick Cassidy.
Damn,
I don't know. Hold on.
That's
That.
true.
No, I'm fucking with you. They know who they are. Shout out to, I'm gonna have to do it from youngest to oldest. So look, shout out to Josiah, Kaisis, me, Mick Cassidy, Man, and then of course, Takaya. I love you guys so much. You guys have also been a awesome part of my life that have helped me through a bunch of shit. To my mother, I love you and I will always forgive you. To my father, same dealio. Hit me up. I know you wanted to go bowling with me a couple of weeks ago. My birthday coming up too. Your birthday is after my birthday, so it's like, what you want to do? Anyway, and of course, shout out to my grandparents.
Yeah.
They have been so helpful with everything, and they still help me on a lot of things. And I am forever grateful and in their debt, honestly. Like, they saved my life, literally. I love y'all so much. I love my family. It's crazy, and yeah, as batshit insane as you guys are, I love y'all so fucking much. And to the people that are watching this, I love y'all.
Yeah.
Please be safe wherever you go. please, in time, learn to love yourselves, learn to love one another.
Yep.
And of course, learn to love this show. Drop a like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
And then my final message. Follow me on all platforms at
There you go.
Starboyjay. You know what I'm saying? That is going to be a Starboy spelled normally in all capitals, underscore, and then J, 4, and then Y. I'm on Twitch. Any music platform you could think of. I got more songs on my SoundCloud though, because most of those are like they didn't get confirmed. Yeah. So it's like, it is what it is. YouTube, we working on that. Twitter, don't go to my Twitter. Please don't go to my Twitter.
Oh boy.
There's porn there. Don't go there. Don't go there.
We'll cut that out.
I gotta fix that. I gotta fix that. No, but and yeah, be safe.
I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank
what
you,
you
Jay. Thank you, Jay, for being on the show. And season 4 is coming out. I know season 3 is a little wacky. You know, things are going on.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. Season 3 is a learner for sure. But I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying strong with me. Thank you guys for all keeping strong. Remember to love yourself.
Does his parents make my butt look big?
A little bit. I kind of like
it. You like it?
Stop. Jesus. Josh, cut that out. Anyways,
No, don't cut it out, Jesus.
First of all, real quick. First of all, real quick. I just want to say the next episode you see, and Joshua can attest to this, the next episode you see, I'm whooping Joshua in the 1v1. I'm whooping Joshua in the 1v1.
What game is he talking about?
Wait, you break your character. You can't get out of the way.
Nah.
You break your character.
Dropping him off. Yo, call me Joshua, drop him off. I'm dropping him off.
Oh my goodness. Wait. What game is we talking about?
We're playing one-on-one on a basketball court.
Oh yeah, he got it. Oh God, he got it.
Who got it?
Oh God, I got my money on him.
You got money on Joshua. All right, everybody's watching this. They got money on Joshua.
Hey, hold on. Put the camera on me real quick.
Put your parlay on me,
right now.
the Mexican kid.
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a wash, bro.
Yo, listen. Leave a vote. Who won? Wait.
Bro.
I'm that dude.
Hey, get off my camera.
He gonna take off the Timbs like it's Piccolo's clothes, and they gonna drop to the ground. Boom. It's over.
Why'd you call him Piccolo though?
Cause he black, 100%.
All right, bro. Anyway, thank you guys for watching the ZX show. This is episode 6. And tomorrow, we beating Joshua's ass. I'm beating Joshua's ass. That's it for the show.